When it comes to upgrading the look and style and aesthetic of an acoustic guitar, you are limited. That's one of the ways that electric guitars really do have an edge over acoustic guitars, but you really only have like bridge pins, pickguard, maybe your tuners. But in this video, I'm going to show you my favorite upgrade to an acoustic guitar. I'm going to show you Holter Pickguards. Disregard that. I'm sneaking that one in there. There's a guitar that I'm going to upgrade. It is my Guild M50. It's a beautiful little Guild, and I want to upgrade it with a Holter Pickguard. So buckle in. I'm Jeremy. This is Guitar Hunter, and this video is all about picking out the right pickguard for you off the Holter Pickguards website. Then I'm going to show you how to take off the old pickguard without damaging your guitar. I'm going to show you how to put the new one on so it's straight and true and clean. And then I'm going to just show you how beautiful and wonderful they are. Thanks to Holter Pickguards. Please check them out. Link in the description down below. I'm Jeremy. This is Guitar Hunter. Let's boogie. Is my Guild M50. I love this guitar. The neck is so comfortable. The tone is sweet. It's just this beautiful, tiny little guitar, and I just love it. And there's one update I want to make to it, and that is the sponsor of today's video. Today, I'm going to be putting a Holter Pickguard on this. Taylor Mullins is the man behind Holter Pickguards, and I want to show you how do you put a pickguard on a guitar? How do you remove a pickguard from a guitar? Put a new one on. Is it worth it? I want to answer all these questions. So let's get into it. I'm Jeremy. This is Guitar Hunter. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to go to Holter Pickguards. I'm going to put the website right here. As you get to holterpickguards.com, you can go straight down the page and you can find what you need. This is where it talks about Taylor and his whole website and the players that are using it. Hey, there's that picture of me. This is crazy. If I knew that there'd be a picture of Keith Urban and a picture of me on the same page of the internet. Oh, there's another video of me. So yeah, there's a couple things. I've done a lot of stuff with Holter Pickguards over the year. Okay, so let's go back to the top. So the first place I'm going to go down up here is Shop Pickguards, and I'm going to go over here to the left side. I'm going to filter out by Guild. Then I'm going to click Search. Oh, hang on, you have to do Filter down here at the bottom. So once you filter, there's the D20, D55, D55, a vintage one. Here's what I'm looking for. So I've already gone through and... Okay, so there's an M20. Now the M20 pickguard and the M50 pickguard are the same size. And so what I need to do here is come, and the main thing I'm looking for is that diameter of the sound hole there. The other thing that I need to do, I have to do this. I have to download this and print it out. And the single biggest mistake people make is that they don't actually set their printer to 100%. You want it to print to the exact same size as this, and you need to double check this. So get a ruler, get a caliper, get something, and make sure that that is a 1x1 square. Otherwise, if it's off, I've done it before where it's like 80%, and everything is just like the pickguard's too big and nothing quite makes sense. So that's the biggie. So do that, and it's going to ask you to double check that you did that when you come back here and make your order. So for me, I went with a fire stripe guard because I just think it's very cool. And so fire stripe, and then there's 4 different finishes. And since this is a new guitar, I'm going to go with a high gloss finish. But there's also a satin finish. There's a matte finish, zero glare, velvety texture, completely non-reflective with a soft velvety texture, won't catch lights or fingerprints. That's pretty cool, especially for certain guitars that would work really well. Then there's a lightly relict. So it simulates honest wear to a guitar. And so this is a good one if you're swapping out on an old guitar. That'd be good. But I am going to go with a gloss finish. So then you go through here. If you want the adhesive backing, if you want it right-handed or left-handed, click here, click that, bada bing, bada boom. And then you would confirm your selection. It's going to ask you, can you confirm that you have checked the template and made sure that it's the right size for your guitar? I'll show you that in 1 second. And you also acknowledge that each pickguard is hand finished, and it takes a while to make. It's going to get 1 to 2 weeks before it gets to you, and so you just need to know that. So you confirm and proceed. That's when it's going to come over here and ask you for some money. And Taylor's a great person to give money to, and Holter Pickguards is awesome. You're going to get a piece of paper. You're going to print it out. You're going to print the size of the pickguard template that you're ordering. you're going to take a caliper and you're going to make sure, or a ruler, and you're going to make sure that that square is actually 1 inch by 1 inch. After you order it, cut it out, make sure everything's good. A few days later, a package like this is going to show up for you in the mail. And let's get into this thing. I've only looked at this just really quickly. I didn't look too closely because I wanted to save the surprise and the excitement for you guys. A sticker? Yeah, there's a sticker. Holter Pickguard sticker in there. That came in the kit. And then also Mr. Taylor's contact info with Holter Pickguards. So you can pause the video. You can scan that QR code. You can go to Holter Pickguards. You can use the link in the description down below as well. But, okay, with all that said, let's look at this pickguard. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Look at that thing. Okay, so this is not going to be as stark because this does still have the 3M backing. But with all that said, let's get into this thing. The first thing I need to do, I need to break out, it's over there. I need to break out a hair dryer and start warming it up. So I'm going to talk through this and I'm going to start showing you what I'm doing. So step one, you just need to remove the strings, get them up out of the way so that you have full access to the pickguard. Number two, the second thing you need to get is you need to use that hair dryer to warm up the pickguard. The glue that holds the pickguard on is pretty formidable, and so it needs to be loosened up and warmed up so that you don't damage the top of the guitar. The worst thing that could happen would be pull finish or pull fibers of the wood with it. Ask me how I know. And so once that is loosened up, you slowly work from one edge to the other. It comes off pretty quickly once it's good and warmed up. Go slow. Don't have a heavy hand. That's one of my critical failings in life, is that I have a heavy hand. The next thing you want to do is you want to line up the pickguard on this guitar. And I use a little piece of masking tape, and I set it along the bottom edge of the guitar, of the pickguard. Once it's lined up with the rosette in the exact orientation that I want, I put it on the guitar, and then I put the tape, and then I flip it over. Once I flip it over, I know that when I flip it back, it will be in the perfect location to be installed. At that point, I can then peel off the double-sided tape backing, this 3M backing. And at that point, I can very carefully, very cautiously flip it back over. Now, I go slow. I don't plop it all the way down. I make sure I lower it down to just double, triple check that it is exactly where I want it to be. Once it is, use your fingers and just dapple the top of the pickguard, putting it into place. Then I would start working my thumb to make sure you get good, even contact. Now, the top of the guitar is still pretty warm, and that helps to soften up that glue and really settle that pickguard on for a great, just solid bond. Done, man. This took maybe 10 minutes. It was longer just because I'm filming it, but it was really fun, really easy, and I feel like that's a huge upgrade to this. So I've told you how, I've showed you how, and now I'm going to tell you why I own Holter Pickguards on this Guild. Now I have it on my Showalter, I have it on my NE Wright, I have it on my Zone Fleet, I have it on Country Western. There are so many guitars. Every guitar that I can, I want to have Holter Pickguards. They're incredibly high quality, and what's so cool and why I do it is you don't have many options to really upgrade or customize an acoustic guitar. And so for me, this is one of the ways that you can put your own little flourish on it, and it's pretty easy to go back, or you could go back to a pretty normal looking pickguard if I wanted to. But it's just a fun little way of showing that this guitar is mine and it's special and I care about it. So please support Holter Pickguards. It's about $100. By the time you would get this, he has such great merch. So check out the website. Please support the brands that support Guitar Hunter. The ambition of this channel is music and friendship, and I really am friends with Taylor, and I'm cheering for him, and this is his full-time gig. So I'm going to challenge you. You should really consider buying one of these pickguards. They're great. They're really fun. They're super easy to put on, and Taylor's fun to work with. If you're a guitar builder, small builders, please check these out. It's easy. Every I think Nathan occasionally makes some, but for almost all of them, for the Any-Rights, come with Holter Pickguards. Showalter Guitars uses Holter Pickguards. There are other brands. So if you're a small brand, you should consider getting just a great pickguard for your guitars. If you're a big brand, I'll send you some emails. I don't even get any money for that. I just want Taylor to make it. So thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe. I'm Jeremy, this is Guitar Hunter. And this, man, what do you think? Tell me what you think. I went a little edgy, but that's just my style. I'm a bit eclectic.